LeBron James refusing to participate in the slam dunk contest was the beginning and the spark plug of its demise.
Right now, I'm preliminary putting my name in the 2010 dunk contest Saturday night.
You sit on a throne of lies.
Michael Jordan participated in the contest 3 times. Dominique Wilkins 5 times. Every above the rim talent salivated for the opportunity to compete in the slam dunk contest. It stopped when LeBron James said, "I'm not doing it."
Again, LeBron James!
Do something different.
Here is LeBron trying to finish at the rim.
I think I can smell shite.
It's a fly by Robinson, kept alive by Anna. Oh, James with the steal. All the people chasing him down, and James missed.
Yes, I can definitely smell shite.
In 2010, one decision shattered the NBA's most electrifying tradition. Right now, I'm preliminarily putting my name in, LeBron James announced to the world. Those 10 words would transform the slam dunk contest from basketball's greatest show into what many consider a side event. But there's something nobody talks about, a hidden story that connects Michael Jordan's legendary free throw line dunk to LeBron's unfulfilled promise. We'll reveal this game-changing secret later. Back when Dominique Wilkins and Dr. J ruled the skies, the dunk contest wasn't just a competition, it was basketball's Super Bowl moment. The greatest names didn't just participate, they made history. Dominique, Barry, Steve Jones, this is Bob Neal. The legendary commentary still echoes through basketball history, reminding us of an era when superstars lived for these moments. Little did anyone know that LeBron's choice would trigger a chain reaction that even the NBA couldn't have predicted. But first, let's uncover why this contest meant everything to the legends of the game. The legacy and expectations. When Michael Jordan stepped onto that Chicago stadium floor in '88, the dunk contest wasn't just a show, it was sacred ground. Just ask the numbers. Jordan competed 3 times, Dominique Wilkins 5 times, and Dr. J made it his personal stage. These weren't mere appearances, they were appointments with history. Get up! Get up! The commentators' voices would crack with excitement as Jordan defied gravity. But here's what made these moments legendary. Every superstar felt it was their duty to put on a show. The responsibility to entertain wasn't just expected, it was honored. But there's an untold story about LeBron's relationship with these legends that changed everything. A behind-the-scenes moment that nobody has talked about, and trust me, it explains so much about what happened next. We'll get to that bombshell in a minute. The real magic wasn't just in the dunks, it was in the star power. When fans heard, "He takes off from the free throw line," they weren't just watching athletic feats, they were witnessing basketball royalty at work. In the 80s, having multiple All-Stars in the contest wasn't special, it was standard. Look at 1988, Jordan, Drexler, and Wilkins all in one night. That's like having LeBron, Giannis, and Ja Morant competing today. Oh yeah, I think I can smell a fly. These classic commentary clips weren't just reactions, they were the soundtrack to basketball's greatest theater. Every above-the-rim talent saw the contest as their chance to join basketball immortality. Before we reveal what really happened with LeBron, think about this. In that golden era, not participating as a high-flying superstar was almost unthinkable. The pressure, the lights, the moment, it was all part of becoming a legend. And that's exactly where our story takes its most surprising turn. The turning point, you sit on a throne of lies. That's what NBA fans felt when LeBron's 2010 promise turned into one of basketball's biggest what-ifs. The moment wasn't just a letdown, it marked the beginning of a new era, one where superstars started seeing the dunk contest as optional. Remember those in-game dunks? LeBron trying to finish at the rim. Oh, exclamation mark. These weren't just highlights, they were teases of what we could have witnessed on All-Star Saturday night. The same LeBron who could jump over defenders in live games somehow never found his way to the contest stage. And here's where it gets interesting. There's actually a revealing pattern in LeBron's decision that nobody has spotted yet. Something that connects directly to how today's superstars view the contest. We'll uncover that connection shortly. The impact? Look at the numbers. Before 2010, having multiple All-Stars in the contest was normal. After LeBron's no-show, the star power dropped faster than a buzzer-beating shot. When the face of the NBA decides something's beneath them, younger stars take notice. LeBron with the steal, chasing him down. These game highlights only made his absence more frustrating. While Kobe honored the tradition, while Vince Carter made history, while even point guards like Steve Francis stepped up, The self-proclaimed king never took his throne in the contest that made Jordan legendary. The aftermath created a ripple effect through the league. Suddenly, being too big for the contest became acceptable. Young superstars like Zion Williamson and Ja Morant, despite their insane hops, followed the new blueprint. Stay away from the spotlight of All-Star Saturday Night. But as we'll see next, the real reason behind this shift goes deeper than anyone realized. It wasn't just about one decision, it was about changing the entire culture of NBA stardom. The decline era lets fast forward to 2012, when the dunk contest hit a new reality. Jeremy Evans, Chase Budinger, and Derek Williams, solid players sure, but not exactly household names. Think about that lineup compared to the days of Jordan versus Dominique. It's like replacing a blockbuster movie with straight-to-streaming content. Sure, put him on the line, driving and strong. The commentary these days feels different, doesn't it? Even the announcers can't hide the drop in star power. When Mac McClung, a G League player, becomes your contest savior, you know something's shifted dramatically in NBA culture. Here's a shocking stat that tells the whole story. In the last 5 years, not a single All-Star has competed in the contest. 0. None. And get this, in the past decade, only 4 All-Stars total have attempted to claim the crown. The contest that once featured Hall of Famers now showcases players averaging single-digit points. Dunk contest, we want more. The fans keep shouting, but the new generation of high flyers keeps declining. Ja Morant, with his video game-like hops, has played 6 seasons without entering once. Zion Williamson, built like a superhero with springs for legs, hasn't even considered it. Anthony Edwards, who literally jumped over people in games, stays away. But here's the real kicker. The three-point contest has now become All-Star Weekend's main event. You've got Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, and Devin Booker all fighting for that crown. Meanwhile, the dunk contest gets bench players and G League sensations. Remember when Dame Lillard, a point guard known for deep threes, competed in a dunk contest before LeBron ever did? That's not just irony, that's a perfect snapshot of how far this competition has fallen from its glory days. The contest isn't dead, but it's definitely on life support. And as we're about to discover, there's a deeper psychological factor at play that explains why today's superstars are so hesitant to put their reputations on the line for what was once basketball's greatest showcase. The deeper analysis. Now, here's the bombshell we promised. LeBron's decision wasn't just about avoiding a contest, it was about avoiding comparison. In an era where every move gets dissected, the fear of not measuring up to Jordan's legacy became bigger than the allure of making history. Remember that hidden story we mentioned? Here it is. While Jordan entered the three-point contest knowing he'd probably fail, and he did, finishing dead last, he did it anyway. Of course, MJ still did it. The old footage shows, because for Jordan, fear of failure never outweighed his obligation to the fans. That's the stark difference in mentality that changed everything. What really killed the dunk contest wasn't LeBron's absence. It was the message his absence sent. If the chosen one thinks he's too good for it, why should anyone else bother? This created a new NBA culture where protecting your brand became more important than creating magical moments. This is very shoddy work, Pinkman. I'm actually embarrassed for you. That classic commentary clip perfectly captures how the contest has lost its soul. When superstars like Zion and Ja avoid the contest, they're not just missing dunks, they're missing chances to build their legacies. Here's the other secret we promised. LeBron's 2010 promise wasn't just empty words, it was a calculated move. By announcing his intention to participate and then backing out, he actually did more damage than never mentioning it at all. It showed future stars that it's better to avoid promises than risk disappointment. Think about this. Michael Jordan's worst three-point contest performance is remembered more fondly than LeBron's best in-game dunks. Why? Because Jordan understood something that today's stars have forgotten. Sometimes showing up matters more than showing off. The psychological impact runs deeper than fear of failure. It's created a generation of stars who'd rather be safe than spectacular, who prefer to protect their image rather than risk it all for one legendary night. The aftermath and legacy fast forward to today's All-Star Weekend, and the scene looks completely different. The three-point contest, once a sideshow, now steals the spotlight. When Steph Curry steps behind the arc, it generates more buzz than any dunk we've seen in years. Who would have thought watching someone shoot from distance would become more exciting than watching someone soar through the air? Get up! Get up! Those old commentary clips hit different now. While Curry, Trae Young, and Dame Lillard eagerly showcase their shooting skills, the dunk contest gets, well, whoever's willing to participate. The same contest that once had Jordan and Dominique going head-to-head now struggles to find players averaging double-digit minutes. Here's the brutal truth about today's NBA culture. For modern stars, there's more to lose than gain. I'm not a contest dunker, I'm an in-game dunker. That's become the go-to excuse. But let's be real. If LeBron had competed and won back in 2010, we might be watching Ja Morant and Zion Williamson battle it out this year. Instead, we're left with a contest that feels like an echo of its former self. The three-point contest thrives because its stars actually show up. They understand what Jordan knew all along. Sometimes giving fans what they want matters more than protecting your image. The legacy of LeBron's decision goes beyond just one contest. It changed how superstars view their obligations to the game's entertainment value. When the face of the league decides something isn't worth their time, that message echoes through generations. But maybe, just maybe, there's hope. All it takes is one superstar to break this cycle. One young phenom to say, I'm bringing the magic back. Until then, we'll keep watching old clips of Jordan taking off from the free throw line, wondering what could have been if LeBron had taken that same leap of faith. Because in the end, it was never just about the dunks. It was about stars understanding that greatness isn't just about what you do during the game. It's about the moments you create when all eyes are on you, waiting to witness something spectacular. If these untold NBA stories hit different for you, make sure you're part of our basketball family. Hit subscribe, drop your thoughts below, and let's keep these conversations going. Until next time, keep that hoop dream alive.